Malorogan was a peaceful hamlet just 30 kilometres from Russian territory. Full of Russian speakers, it was a village with close links to its northern neighbours. Ties irretrievably destroyed by Putin's brutal invasion. The Russians seized Yulia's house and turned it into an observation post before trashing it on their way out.
They brought grief and destruction. We were living a happy life here. They destroyed everything in a second.
But the Ukrainians fought back, taking trenches, destroying tanks, and wiping out this warehouse that had been commandeered and used to store ammunition. Just like in the battle for Kiev, the Ukrainians drove the Russians out of the villages they'd occupied.
Why did Russians come here? Because they thought that they would be welcomed with salt and bread.
Welcome, Russia.
Now the Ukrainian military are helping these communities return to the liberated areas and making sure these villages are now safe.
When you walk down this street, you can see the absolute destruction inflicted on this village by Russian forces. And there's also what you don't see. The local military are telling us that this area, this village, was left booby-trapped and it was left mined. So when civilians came back to their homes, there were bombs inside their electronic equipment, inside their furniture.
The Ukrainians are deeply thankful for the military aid the West has been sending, including the Bushmaster vehicles sent by Australia.
Thank you very much for all Australian people for Bushmasters. It's very nice machine, and my military brothers very cool in Bushmaster and push racism home.
Soon these villages will need a different type of aid when they begin to rebuild these war-ravaged communities. Steve Kinane, ABC News, Malorogan.